classmates, it is Monday, April 2nd, 2012. Hooray! April, school's probably almost over. So The Hunger Games. I read the books early last summer, and I really enjoyed them. And so when I heard that it was going to be made into a movie, I was instantly skeptical because Hollywood messes stuff up a fair amount of the time. When the casting was first announced, I hated all of it, which was a bit rash. And over time, I really got used to everybody, and I actually, after seeing the movies, I like almost all of the characters. I still have a big problem with Gale. I don't like Liam Hemsworth as Gale. Maybe in the second movie he'll develop more, but I just... My general review of it is that I loved the books, I thought they were really good, so as a Hollywood interpretation of that, it was probably as best as I could have expected. Like, I couldn't really have asked for anything more. But on that, there were some problems. As I mentioned, I didn't like Gale. I thought he was, like, he'll do, but he's just like nothing like what I expected a Gale to be. I didn't like the actor picked for Peeta at first, but in the movie, like, he convinced me. He was good. I liked him. Katniss, I loved her. This Effie was perfection. Cinna was really good. Like, everything was great. Gale was like the one character that bothered me. My biggest problem with the movie was the mutations. They were just these random dogs, and it was fine, but it's like they completely ignored that sick twist of the connection to the tributes. And I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal, but it was just odd to me because it gave like that extra creepy edge to what the Capitol could do. I can deal with it. That's like my biggest problem, and I can deal with it. They cut out Madge completely, which I wasn't really that upset about. Also, Peeta didn't lose his leg. Maybe he did and they just didn't talk about it, but like the medicine, one day it's this awful, gross thing, they put a little medicine on, bam, it's like a little cut. The same leg did get attacked by one of the dogs later on, but they didn't mention him actually like losing it, and that was a bit strange. But again, it wasn't that big of a deal. But yeah, those three things and Gale were like my problems with it, but they totally did not detract from the movie. I thought the movie was amazing. It was, one of my favorite parts of it is that it was better than I imagined in some respects. It was hard for me to imagine the Capitol. I imagined it kind of boring, like impressive and huge and weird, but the way they did it in the movie was just, I thought was amazing. And as I already said, I thought Effie was great. President Snow, actually a bit of a disappointment, but again, he'll be more fleshed out in the next movie. He just looked like an average old man. He wasn't quite as creepy as I thought he was going to be. But I don't know, the games were almost perfect. The actual games and the process of all that and, you know, everything that went on, I thought was really well done. It was close to what I imagined and still a good adaptation, and it was good. Like, I went into the movie not expecting it to be what I thought it was like. And in almost everything, it was either what I imagined or better, or at least it was good enough that I was fine with it. Like, I didn't expect it to be the book. I expected it to be a movie, so it wasn't gonna be the same. But considering that it was an adaptation, like, I thought it was fantastic. So just overall, there were a few things that bothered me, but they didn't take away from the experience. I just noticed them just because I was a big fan of the book, but I thought the movie was very well done, and it made me excited for the next ones to come. Next Monday, I will be on spring break by then, and I'm going to be visiting my sister at her college, and I don't know what the internet situation is going to be like there. I'll try and get something done Sunday, maybe, but we'll see. I might not be there and I might get a strike, but I'm going to do my best. And I hope you're all going to have a great week, and by then I will see you tomorrow.